So welcome, Claudia, and we look forward to hearing you today. I hope you and everyone will enjoy the event. So over to you.
Thank you, Wissam. Well, how many of you think that we are living in a very chaos moment? Like a lot of crisis, financial crisis, the schools, the universities, at home, in our works. How many of you think that? Yes, raise your hand. Thank you. How many of you as well have been passing in the last maybe 2 years, or last year and this year, like up and downs, like a roller coaster of emotions, overwhelmed, like we don't know what's going on? Yes? Yes, or it's just me? Yeah? Okay, thank you. Well, today I will talk about the 3 futures, and it's not because I have a crystal ball, okay? It's nothing like that. It's very simple. It's 3 ways that you can just take from now on, okay? I know that some of you have been working, but maybe some of you still like, oh, I don't know what to do. I just waiting, or maybe you are in a different situation. So today we will check in which situation are every one of you, and then how we will move on, okay? So how many of you would like to have some tips? How many of you would like to have some methodology or system that helps you to move forward in your careers or your personal life, right? Okay, so well, first I want to say thank you for being here tonight. I know that some of you is 7 p.m., 8 p.m., maybe some of you is very earlier in the morning, maybe some of you is in the middle of the day or middle of the afternoon, but I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for being here today, because I know that you are very busy people. You have a lot of maybe family, no, maybe you pop opera, your Netflix, or your a lot of emails, but you decided to be here today, and I really appreciate that. So I just want to say thank you. Okay. Now, how many of you realize that I'm doing a lot of questions and I asking you to raise your hand? Yeah. I will give you the reason why I'm doing this, and I hope that I have more participation. The reason that I'm doing this, and also I ask you, hey, come on, let's go to dance, is because this. Well, firstly, you let me know if everybody see. If not, you can go on the screen of your computer. On the top, you have the view, the gallery view, and you have the speaker view. Okay, so if you put the speaker view, maybe you can see me. Okay, so what happened here? What is the word? And some of you, I would like that you unmute, okay? I would like to hear you. I would like really to hear you. So if you are not in camera, I would like that also join in camera, or just unmute yourself, or chat in the chat box. Let me open the chat box so I can see it. So then, what is the word? Just say it and I can hear you. Business, yes. Or what is this other word?
Learning.
Learning. Or what is the word?
Selling.
Okay. Requires what? What do you think that requires? What did you think that business, learning? Knowledge, yes, this is very important. Passion. Action. And what is the action means? What it means in the action?
Planning.
Yes, but all of these need something. One ingredient that is super, super important.
Courage.
And the motivation.
Okay, I will give you the first letter. Ready? Now
Energy.
you know?
Energy.
Energy, exactly. Because I will tell you why. Energy. Imagine that you have 2 people that coming to a place, 2 selling people coming to a place. If one people have more energy than other, who will win?
The higher.
More energy, exactly. How many of you have little kids or have been around little kids or nephews or nieces or something like that? Yes, I think everybody has seen these little kids. Okay, what happened when they coming home and say, mom, dad, auntie, Isabel, whatever, I want, I want. At the end, it's like, okay, oh, your puppies, yes, the puppies, and they come in, and it's like, okay, I need to take you to the garden. I need to take you out. Or the kid is like, yes, okay, do whatever you want. So what happened here? Who wins? The kid or you?
The kid.
The kid.
No, the kid.
Absolutely. The kid wins. But why? Because that's a lot of what?
Energy.
Energy, okay? Imagine that I come in here tonight and I say to you, hello guys, today we will talk about the three filters, and I have 375 slides, and I hope that you have a lot of information. How many of you are like, how many of you have been with something like that before? Yes? Of course. Well, that's why I don't want that. I just want to bring energy, okay? And I will tell you how to bring energy. How many of you finish the day and you don't have energy? Yeah? How many of you really would like to raise more energy? Well, the reason why I'm asking questions is because I want that you be awake. Because this is something that I know, and Natash, I think, can you do mute yourself? Because or WhatsApp, can you mute her? Yes, because it's a little bit of, thank you. So imagine that if you don't have this energy at the end of the day, or if you don't have energy to sell your products, what happens? Selling is equal what? Income, right? So if you don't have energy, or if you sounds like that, imagine you like to go to a networking event when we can before, remember? And you would like to be with person that they would like to talk to you, to tell you what it's about and business and this, and is passionate telling everything, or you would rather want to be with a person that is like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Thank you for participating. I will go with the next guys, okay? So if I ask you to raise your hand or ask you to give a high five or ask you questions, please reply even in the chat, okay? And I will tell you how to change states, okay? How many of you want to really learn how to raise your energy? I want to see your hands. Yeah, just one, just Vinod, just Adam, Vinod, and what's up? That's it. The rest doesn't want to learn how to raise energy. Guys, come on, we need energy, okay? We really need energy. So I will give you some information about that, okay? But let's go to then start, and please, thank you for all your hands up. Thank you, Lana, Ephraim. If also I ask you to chat something in the, if you want to participate with me, do it in the chat or unmute yourself, okay? So before I start, it's okay to you that I can do a little bit of introduction of myself, because maybe some of you is like, okay, I think nobody knows me here, right? Not even Wesam. I mean, someone of you stalk me or know me before? No, right? Okay, so it's okay with you that I can introduce a little bit of myself. So you see, what is this crazy Mexican here that is talk about? Okay, thank you. Well, as you can see, I have accent because I'm from Mexico, but I moved to Australia. So if my English is not the best, I just want to apologize, just make laugh, or maybe say, Claudia, I don't understand. Please, can you repeat it again? And I will try to repeat it. Okay, it's okay, all right? So I try to do my best here. So I was in Mexico City, okay? And I was maybe 5, 7 years old, and I run to my parents' room and I say, Mom, I want to live in Australia and I want to be competing in the Olympics. And my mom just laughed at me and say, you will be studying, you will go to the school, and when you grow up and do whatever, you can do whatever you want when you have money and live by yourself. Well, what happened is I went to the university, I studied a master's degree, I worked for Coca-Cola, Nestle. I was having my beautiful life, okay? But I have a dream. I really want to go to Australia. I really want to compete in the Olympics, okay? So one day, I was this little girl, right? And I wanted to be someone bigger. I want to really achieve my dreams. So what happened here is that one day I quit. I quit my job. I leave my friends, my family. I leave my son, my lovely dog. Don't worry about it, it's my dog. I leave it with my mom because I was too old to take it with me. And I took 2 bags and moved to Australia, okay? Why? Because I wanted to have medals. I maybe wanted to have love, right? I wanted to have a beautiful house on the beach, or maybe a beautiful car over there, you know, maybe a business. I wanted to do something bigger than myself. So that's why I leave everything. And in Mexico, I was a very beautiful life because I was having balance in my life. Who can tell me what is the 4 that mention, or the 4 areas we have in life? Who can tell me one of them? If you can put it in the chat, who can tell me what is these 4 areas that we have? Do you know where they are?
Family.
Family, okay, yes, family. But talking more about, I will give you the first one and you for sure know the other. The physical, that is the body. What is the other one?
Mind.
Spiritual.
Mind. Yes, the mental, that is the mind. And what is the third one?
Spiritual.
Emotional, the feelings. And the little one is the spiritual one, right? So obviously in Mexico, I was very happy because I have money, right? I was working for Coca-Cola. I have my own apartment. I have my car. I have my friends. I even have a boyfriend, even he knows I was moving to Australia. I have my family. I have everything I want, right? So my life was balanced. But what happened when I moved to Australia? Okay. What happened in the first month that I want to find a job? And they told me, Claudia, you know, you need to have a local experience. And I was like, local experience, okay. Well, I have been not living here. What about do some sandwiches? So yeah, I will work doing sandwiches in Subway. And they told me, Claudia, do you know how, do you have your certificate of artist make it sandwich? And I was like, what? Okay, what about to do coffees? My father has a restaurant in Mexico. I know how to do coffees. Do you have a certificate to do a barista? I was like, what? So every single place they asked me certifications that I didn't have. So I went to my immigrant agent and I say, hey, Amadeo, everybody is asking me these certificates and I will not study anymore. I have a master's degrees. I have been doing a lot of education, right? And this education, how many of you think that education is equal of information? Yes, education is equal and information. More information we have, we can do more things. We have more skills, right? We have more things to do, more things to offer. But I realized that this was not enough, okay? And I went to my immigrant agent and I say, Amadeo, you know, I mean, everybody's asking me certificates and all of that. What about if I go and do exotic dancer? And he very serious, look at the computer and say to me, Claudia, to be a table dancer, you need a certification. No, I'm joking. I never will do that. But he was laughing, right? And well, he was not laughing. Actually, he was very serious, but I was laughing. And I say, well, how can I do? Because remember, guys, when I leave Mexico, my will my willingness to go to Australia was so big that I didn't have any fear, okay? But as soon as the months pass, as soon as I don't have people, I don't have friends, I don't have a job, what happened with the emotional part? What happened? The emotional start to play with me, you know? My little voice start to say, oh, you are not good enough, you should be in Mexico, you don't speak good English. And what about my emotions? I was feel bad, I was feel like very low esteem. So even if my body was brilliant, everything, I start to have a lot of fears, okay? When I need to take my 2 bags and go to Australia, and everybody is asking me, do you have a work there? No. Do you have a place to live? No. Do you have a friend? So you know anything? No, I don't know anything of that. But my will was, my passion was bigger than my fear. And when you are passionate, when you really have clarity on what you want, is not fears, okay? But everybody, we are here. Everybody constant, we want to be the best version of ourselves. Yes, I want to see if everybody think the same as me. Everybody want to be the bigger than yourself right now. Yes, right? But what happened? What happened? The fears coming, the challenges coming, right? What else? What else coming? Type in the chat, what else coming to our life that produce fears? Procrastination, right? What about shiny objects that distract us to do what we want? Okay, the unknown, disappointments, yeah, all of these. And then what happened with our dimensions? What happened with these areas of our life? Start to collapse, right? They start to, what I will be doing. And then guys, I say, well, what I need to do? I mean, I have been doing everything. And I really sit down and say, do I really try to do everything? And I start to thinking, what I did in Mexico that give me the opportunity to work to give me the opportunity to do the life that I wanted. And I discovered something, that education is equal information, but it's not valid if we don't apply it. So really education is a transformation, okay? So education is transformation, because if we really don't apply what we know, nothing will happen. What happens when we read a book and we don't apply that book? Nothing will happen. What happens if we study something and we don't apply it? Nothing will happen. So then I think, and I say, okay, why I'm very successful in the sports? Because in Mexico, I was doing ice skating and I was winning medals and I was winning the nationals until they close the arena. So I need to move to another sport. So I play football with my brother all the time, soccer. Okay, so when I went to the university, I formed the females team. And at the beginning, the university doesn't want to give us money, uniforms, nothing. But we start to become the stars of the university. We start to winning trophies. We start to be the first place. So what happened? Everybody start to give us more attention, right? They start to give us uniform. They put us a coach, and then we becoming very famous. Why? Because we wanted to be someone in the school. And then later on, I leave the university and my soccer career finished. And then I say, okay, golf. So I start to play golf. And even I have 1 year or two, I play in the nationals tournament women, and I get in the first 4 places. So I was really happy. So I really was thinking, what I did in the sports that really allowed me to be successful, okay? And what I did is some of the things that I will teach you today, okay? So how many of you would like to know that? Yeah? Are you excited? Or is just me that I'm excited? Okay, super, super, super. Okay, so then guess what? I start to apply my strengths. So one of the things that we need to know, guys, is to have clarity, but in ourselves. Who are we? Who are our strengths? What are our weakness? What is the areas, opportunity, the areas that I need to work with, okay? Because that one will help you to be bigger. So then I start to say, okay, my strength is public relations. I start to go into network event. I start to talk with people. And then I start to meet the director of marketing of Pricewaterhouse. So I say, hey, in Australia, they are very open. You can ask the CEO.
ايه؟ لا مش هتفرج على الحفله، مش هتفرج فيها 30 مره.
Thank you. It's different.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Amina, hello. Well, she maybe doesn't realize. So then what happened is like I start to talk to him, and in Australia, they are very open. You can ask the CEO if you can have a coffee chat with them, and they are very open and say, yes, sure. So I speak with this guy. I ask someone to introduce me with him and say, hey, can I have a coffee chat with you? Sure. So we went a coffee chat. I get dressed with my resume, and I go and say, hey, this is my resume. I'm Claudia. I'm trying to find a job. Please help me. And guess what? He helped me. He introduced me with another person, and then I start to get the job that I wanted, because everybody was telling me that I need to clean or I need to do a waitress. And I say, no, I have been studying hard. I don't want to do that. Okay. So once again, I was very determined. I was very clear on what I want. Okay. So once I start to have a job, I start to have another job, and finally I work for Coca-Cola again, okay? But this time selling. And now remember my dream that I was little was to compete in the Olympics and win medals. Well, guess what? I went to a party and I met a guy, and he told me that he does triathlons. And I was like, oh, triathlons, and what is that? Oh no, it's 3 sports, swimming, running, and bicycle. And say, well, I know how to swim, I know how to run, and the bike, I have been doing mountain bike, maybe I know. And he told me, well, you know, Claudia, you can compete in the world championships doing triathlons. And then my eyes go bigger. I say, what? I can compete in international level. I mean, was not the Olympics anymore because I was nearly 40, but I say, I don't care. But then what happened? What happened here? What happened here when I was thinking about doing triathlons? Who can tell me in the chat what happened? What happened when I start to say, yes, I will compete in the triathlons? My little voice, okay, my fear start to come in. What? Are you crazy? It's 3 sports. It's not just one, it's 3 sports. Are you crazy? How many of you think sometimes, oh, I'm too old to do something? How many of you? I want to see your hands. I want to see your hands. How many of you think, oh, I would not do that. I'm too old. I can go to the carousel, you know, it's for the kids. I never will go again to this. Yes, I think everybody, guys, everybody of you should raise your hand, because always we have, no, Isabel, I like, well, then I love, if it's not for you, I love to know. But sometimes
8 years ago, running, and I started races, 5K, and I'm doing 10 kilometers. So,
nice, well done. Well, yes, let me say something. Never, ever, guys, never subestimate yourself. You can start to play an instrument, learn everything you want in any age. Age is just here, okay? Age doesn't need to stop you. So I almost 40. I want to willing to compete because I want to go to the World Championships, okay? So I started in December. The season started in October. So I was some months late. But I don't care, okay? I don't care. I start to do my races. I was very bad at the beginning. I was 5th place, 6th place, 4th place, but then suddenly start to be 2nd place, 2nd place, 1st place, 1st place, 1st place. And I don't know what happened, but at the end of the season, I win the state champion. And I was like, what? This is insane, right? I was like, no way, this is amazing. I say, imagine now, if I really have a coach, if I really train hard, if I can go to the World Championship next year. So this is what I did. I trained very, very hard. I have a mentor, I have a coach, and they help me to train hard all winter, 4 o'clock in the morning, freezing, because swimming is in the ocean. And now, right now, I mean, when it's summertime, it's freezing, but now imagine winter time that is windy, it's cold, the sun is not there, and you need to swim. You need to take the bicycle 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to wake up every day in the morning, 4:30, to train from 5 to 7, and then at night, 5 to 7, and then go to work. It's really hard work. People don't realize that, but the Olympics athletes, you need to every day, discipline, determination, eat well. I need to go to sleep earlier. I couldn't go to my own parties. I need to sneak in at 11 p.m. and go to bed. And my friends, they have a big party. I couldn't have alcohol. I have a super strict diet. But you know what happened, guys? Next year, the season starts, and I start to be 1st place, 1st place, 1st place, 1st place, 1st place. Even I was giving 10 minutes in my group, the advantage of 10 minutes. So then I started to compete in the lead. And then I did the race and I qualified to go to the World Championships. So I was competing with the #1 in all the world in 1 year, guys, in 1 year. And why I'm saying this to you? Because if I can, everybody can. It's just determination. It's just to have a champion mindset. That this is what I will give you some things today, okay? And then I went to compete and never imagined that I could win or be in the first places. And then my little boys come in. I say, no, relax, because this is not the main race. And guess what? I thought, well, even it's not the main race, yeah, I will go down because, you know, the main race is in 2 days and I don't know if my legs will be good. And I dropped my time 40 seconds. That 40 seconds, guys, cost me the 1st place, the 2nd place, and the 3rd place. 40 seconds that I missed to win in the 1st places. But you know why? I learned a lot for this big lesson. A lot more than if I was winning the medal. Okay. So what I want to say to you, and I will give you some techniques. How many of you want some techniques to how to control your little voice? Yes. You would like to have some techniques. Okay. Well, today I will teach you that as well. Okay. So super. Well, this is myself, okay? So I hope that you like this story and you learned something with that. Did you learn something in here? Yeah? Everybody tell me yes or no in the chat box. In the chat box, I want to see if you learn a little bit with these stories. Yeah, thank you, Ada. The rest, I want to see the chat, guys, please. Is the only way because some cameras is not on, but thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Heidi, thank you. Okay, Lana.
Yes, but I also think you are originally very talented.
Oh, thank you, Ada. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, and with these guys, I want to show you one more thing, okay? Everybody thinks, oh, I need to have, okay? I need to have a lot of money, because if I have a lot of money, then I can do a lot of things, right? Everybody thinks, yes, I have a lot of money, then I can do a lot of things. And then
You don't need a lot of money to do a lot of things. It's not you are be able to do.
yes, or I will be able to do things. And then what happened? I will be happy, right? I will be happy. I will put it here again. So have, do, be. But the real thing, guys, is completely the opposite. I need to be the person that I want to be, okay? I need to be the person I want to be in order to do the things I love. And if I do things with love and passion, then things start to come to me, okay? If I teach something with passion, if I really give something the best value of myself, then people start to like me, or will be people that would like to work with me, or the universe start to somehow, and I don't know if this happened to you, when you really are doing what you passionate, what you are really, really doing what you love, everything start to comes to you. The clients start to call you, someone contact you and say, hey, can you do this for me? And you sell your business or your product or your service, right? I don't know if someone has experienced this before. Yes? Yeah? Massimo, what about you? Yeah? Isabel, yeah? Well, this is exactly what happened. Why? Because you are in synchronicity with this. You are synchronicity with your soul, with your spirit. And then when you are in balance, everything else is coming up, okay? So now, yes? High five. Everybody give me a high five. I want to change high five. Yes, high five, everybody. Good, good, good. Okay. So let's go to then. Let's go to past. Let's go to pass to the next thing. I think right now, guys, we have something that is changed the world, okay, with everything that we have been living. And I want to start with this. We have the pyramid of Maslow, okay? Do you remember the pyramid of Maslow? What is the first thing that we have done? Who can tell me? Who can put it in the chat?
Security?
Which one?
Security? No?
Necessity. Well, it's the basic necessity, the physiological needs, right? Physiological needs. Then what is the next one? What is the next one? Basic needs. Yes, basic needs like food, drink, house, right? Like fear, secure. What is the second one is security. Security, right? What is security means?
Safety?
Home, safety. Yes, exactly. Then we want to belong, right? We want to be part of a group. We want to be part of a team. We want to, the family accept us. We want love, right? We want love here. Then we have what? Esteem. Who can tell me what is esteem means?
To be
Yes. Yes, Lana.
respectful, to be respectful, to feel
yes, to feel respectful, that also accomplish something, right? That maybe win a medal or be good in something, recognize, right? And the last one is the self. What is the self-actualization, right? Self-actualization. That is when we are leaders. So we are the top in our careers. Now, look at this, guys. What happened here? We have been for the last years, or the past last years, we have been just operating here, right? We want to have a better house. We want to have more money. I want to have a new car. I want to be a CEO. I want to be recognized in my company. I want to whatever you want. So all the time we have been working on here. Sometimes, well, if we lost the job or something happened to our life tragically, maybe we can be on this. But if you pay attention, the majority of us, we have been here, right? And then what happened? The pandemic and all these COVID and whatever come in, and all of these, boom, come to the basic needs. Everything right now, we need to operate in our basic needs. And what happened with this? What happened with the basic needs? Nobody knows how to operate in this level because never been there before. Never been like with the panic of, do we have enough money? Do we have enough food? Do they will close everything? Do I will be being with my friends or my family? Some even people we can travel. We don't know if we will see our parents again, and so on. Some people pass away and we couldn't say goodbye, right? So everyone start to be in a panic mood. And then what happened? Well, then we have this other pyramid. Okay, so then we have this pyramid that we have this level that I call the red level, okay, the red thing. So this in the red level, we have people that is depressed, that they go to the dark, okay, they come invisible, frozen. Okay, they become like, I don't know anything to do, I don't know what to do, I lost my job, I don't have money, I live by myself, and then they start to depress. Okay, so this is the worst place that we can be, because when we are depressed, when we are in a dark place, we don't want to talk to anybody, we don't want to do anything, and it's very, very dangerous. Then we have the next level. The next level is when we are stuck, okay? So what we are is we just running around. We try to do a lot of things, but guess what? We finishing doing anything. Yes, looping, okay? We just loop, distractive, shiny objects. Oh, I can do this, and I go and do it. Oh, I can do this other, and I go and do it. And I just spinning around, but I don't do anything. I get this working. I become overwhelmed, I become on fear, and all of these start to happen. Then we have the next level that you start here, okay? And then you start go to one step at the time. And you start to go little by little, okay? You start to force yourself to advance. You start to go to yourself to say, hey, come on, come on. And then we have the last one that is the leader. Be the leader, okay? So then it's when we have stability, when we feel good, because then our work is working, because we pivoted, because we start to do something, and we start to go to the green zone. So this is the red zone, this is the yellow zone, okay, and this is the green zone. Saying that, then we have three options, three futures, three options. So if we are here, okay, this is the three options that we have. So we and let's go to say that this is the time, okay? Let's go to say that this is 6 months for now. And then here, over here will be 12 months, the year, okay? So what happened here? Just three things could happen, guys. Number one, that I say right now, or if you take already some things, some tools to do, you can say, okay, so what I will do is I will work, I will pivot and I will start to work on something different. I need to think out of my comfort zone. I know that my business was this, but right now the situation changed, the needs change. So what can I do to go here and feel good? Okay. Then another people, they decide and say, no, you know what? I will maintain myself here. I just wait what happened with the government. I just wait that something happened. I just will wait that it could be go. And it's like waves, you know, it's like the waves that coming, and I just am surfing here, and then the government give me some money, and then I sell something, and I'm surviving, and I'm here, okay? And the other ones is the ones that are here in the stress, and then they go down. So these people is very unhappy. And once again, they are in fear. They are stressed. They don't have focus. The people that is in here, well, they are like sometimes go up, sometimes go down. I don't know really. And these people is the people that is happy. They are doing something. So I just asking you, what is the type of future that you want? And this one is more to be with attitude, guys. It's what is my attitude? I am the person that the pessimist, the victim role, that I say, oh, well, it's not my fault. You know, they did this to me. I don't have a job anymore. I don't have anybody. And you just become a victim here. And you just putting all the responsibility outside, or you are just here in the middle waiting what happened, or you really take responsibility and really act. Because I will say something, guys, responsibility is the ability to respond. Ability to respond. And I know, guys, I know that you can't control everything, because we can't control everything around us. We can control the virus, can control the people design, we can control that we are stuck and we can travel, we can control that some of the suppliers, they can give us the material that we are stuck. I know, but what we can control is how we will react. What is the way that we will react? And I will give you some information that maybe can help you for your business, and not only for your business or for your work teams or whatever you are with your business, or if you work for a corporate, but also in your personal life. So if you have someone in here, some family, some members, help them, because be on this situation will not help anything. And if you see here, remember, 6 months pass very quick. 1 year is in the corner. We almost half of the year, and still some people stay stuck. Here I'm right now, I'm from Mexico, but I live in Australia, but I stuck here in Belgium and in Spain for 1.5 years. Last year I came here and I can come back to Australia. I'm stuck here. But what I have been doing, I adapting myself. I just change and I pivoting and I doing this, okay? Because if I just said, oh, poor me, I'm stuck here in Spain, I'm stuck here in Belgium, I can't do anything, I don't know where I come back to Australia, oh, I will not have business anymore. And I will not have anything. But what I did, okay, I need to change. What I need to change, who can help me? And ask these questions. What is the skills I need to learn? What is the information that I need to learn? Who is the people that can support me? Maybe it could be as an association, maybe it could be a group of people, maybe it could be a mentor, maybe it could be someone. And you know, guys, I know that sometimes we are like, oh no, this is my competition and I will not work there. Do you know what? Right now is not time of who is the competitor of what. Right now we need to join ventures. And I will say something. the person that is your competitor never is your competitor, because if you have 3 accountants or 3 doctors, people will resonate with this accountant and maybe will not resonate with the other 2. Maybe some people will resonate with these doctors and maybe will not resonate with the other ones. So you attract the people that you will be attracted. And if I don't attract these people, he will do it. So right now it's time to do joint ventures. Right now it's time to say, hey guys, colleagues, let's go to do a brainstorming. How we can do to implement something in our industry, in our area, okay? Think different, guys. Think different, because what happened here is in 6 months, the people that is here needs to go all the way back up here. And if you are here, you need to keep this work. But the people that start to change, they are already on another dimensions. So don't stop, don't allow yourself to go for a year and you stuck in here or here, and you need to go all this walk to here, okay? So it's very, very important to what is the attitude that we are having. And once again, I know that you can control things, but you still can do things, okay? So, and I want to give you, what is the things that you can do? Well, once again, we have, I've got to say that we have these areas, okay? So we have the mental area, that is our little voice that we need to control. We have the team, and we have the money area, okay? Our business, or bring business in our things, okay? You're welcome, Nasha. Okay, so I just want to say to you, this is really important, guys. So in our team, how many of you, I would like to know, how many of you are business owners? Or type B if you are business owners, or type C if you work in a corporate. So B or C, please, B or C, B or C. B, okay, C, C, E, L. Lana, I don't know what is L, means investor, but it's good. Okay, C and B's, we have both. Okay, well, this one will work for both, okay? So if you work for a corporate or you are the business owner, so you have your team. And in your team, you will need to have a mission, very clear mission. And why is important the mission? Guys, because remember, and this is the success of the military, of the Marines as well. How many times we see on the movies, or we know that the Marines or the militaries die because of the mission. And I will tell you why. Because when they have a clear vision or mission that what they need to do, if they need to save the, I don't know, they need to rescue someone and they need to save someone, they go and jump to the bomb, but they protect the people. Why? Because the mission is bigger than them. Okay. Another important thing is they are in the war, right? And then some of the guys is like something, I don't know, was someone have a shot and he's in the middle, but this is still alive. And some people is like, cover me, and they go for him. Why? Because they have the mission, they have this mission first, second the team, and then last I am as an individual. If you work like that, if you work like mission first, then the second is my team, and the last I am, you will have a very, very strong company, okay? It's really, really, really good. Then the second one that you need is the culture. What type of culture you need to have this strong mission? What is the values? What is the values that you really need to have? What is the values that you offer to someone else? Okay, because you attract your clients because the values that you have in your company. okay? So people will resonate with you because your values, because who you are, because the people that works with you, because who you are in the company, guys. And I will say something. People buy people. We don't buy a product or we don't buy a service sometimes because we need it, yes, but we buy it from the people that we like them, that we feel that they giving me the value that I need or I want, okay? And the third thing is to have a of rules, okay? Set rules for the team so everybody can work in the same position, okay? Because sometimes if we don't have rules, everybody can do different things. But if we have rules, we have a very structured team. Now, let's go to see the money part, okay? The money, the retention. This is called the retention. So the retention now, more than anything, we need to have more frequency. Frequency with the clients, okay? Frequency. Right now, we need to contact them. What do you need? How are you? How can I do better for you? And of course, the needs of today, the problems have been changed. So we need to discover what is the wants, what is the needs, and follow that needs and that wants. And then creativity. We need to have a lot of creativity. We need to have new products. We need to go out of the box, think out of the box and give what they are needing, okay? And the last one is the mentality, is the growth, okay? Growth. And the growth, we need to do three things as well. We need to attract people, okay? We need to attract people with language, with a good message. And right now, guys, we need to be humble. We need to give them the values, who we are, who I really are. We need to be less interesting and be interested. We need to be interested on others. It's not about me, me, me. I'm the best product. No, it's about them. Go and discover what they want, okay, and give it to them. Another thing is convert. Convert the people that is around you. The people that who loves you, they will bring more people to you, okay? And the last one is deliver. Deliver what you promise, okay? It's very important that you don't say something or don't lie about the things that you can do. Deliver the best way ever, okay? Now, we talk about money, we talk about growth, that this is very, and we talk about team, but also the mentality part, okay, guys? And I want to talk about this. How many percentage do you think we are conscious, our conscious mind? How many of you think we are conscious? Tap it in the chat or mute. How many? 10%? Yeah. Okay, yes. Let's go to take 10%. That the reality is like a 4 or 5%, but let's go to say 10%. Okay. So what is the rest of that? What is the 90%? How we call to the 90%? Who can tell me what we call? If this is the conscious mind, what we call this other one?
Subconscious.
Yeah, subconscious. Unconscious, Lana, is when you drink some tequila or something, and then you don't know what's going on, and that one is unconscious, okay? But subconscious, but subconscious mind, yes. subconscious mind. And look, guys, we are just living every time we live in 10%, not even that. Because when we brush the tooth or when we cook, we are not thinking, oh, I need to move this to make the soup, or I need to brush my tooth up and down. We are not conscious. We do a lot of the things that we do in life. How many of you have been driving, go home or somewhere, and it's like, I don't have any idea how I arrived here, right? You do it just totally subconscious, right? So here, this area that is the 90% live our little boys. And we have a lot of buttons here, the little boys, okay? And if you say, what is the little boys? That is your little boys. Your little boy sometimes sounds like your mom, or sounds like your dad, or sounds like your lawyer, or sounds like your teacher, or sounds like your friend. We have too many boys. But the little voice is the one that gives us the fear, is the one to stop us to be the person that we want to be, okay? And if we don't stop this little voice, this will affect us a lot. So how many of you have been heartbroken? How many of you heartbroken? I think every one of us, yeah, at least once. Okay, how many of you have been giving money to someone that's supposed to pay you and never pay? How many of you borrow money and never pay? Yeah, just me? I think everybody. Okay, so let me say how, yes, everybody. So let me say something how these little boys work. Let's go to imagine, okay, let's go to imagine that I worked with WhatsApp for many, many years ago, okay? And we are business partners and we are having an amazing relationship and our families know each other, and I have been being in Dubai and she comes to Mexico with my family and all of that. And suddenly I want to buy a new car and I just need 10,000, okay? 10,000, no more. And I will have 10,000 in 2 weeks, but I need to buy the car right now. So what happened is I will come with Sam and I will say, Sam, please, you know, I want to buy a car. And she's like, yes, Claudia, awesome. I know that you have been saving a lot of money. Yes, Sam, I'm very excited, everything. And I need to ask a favor, okay? And I asked Sam to give me the 10 grand. Now, check this down. Check this down. I didn't know that WhatsApp in the one, and she never gave it back to her. But not only that, she almost got to the jail because this other person did something very bad to her. Okay, so what happened is that in the instant minute that I asked WhatsApp, can you borrow me the money? Can you please loan me the money? What do you think that will say the little boys? What do you think? Write it down or unmute yourself. What do you think that the little boys will say? No, exactly. But not only no, what happened? My relationship with her will go good or bad? Who go to thumbs down? Put thumbs down or thumbs up? Yeah. Automatically, what will happen is that the little boys will activate and will say, you see, you should not trust on Claudia. Claudia is not really good to trust. You should stop that because she is not good enough. And then a lot of things start to come, okay? So what happened is that I will lose completely the relationship that I have with her. And I will say something to you. It's nothing to be with me. Nothing. It's not about me. It's not about that I'm a bad person because I can have the money and I can pay her straight away. Was with her subconscious mind. Is that I press a button on there that this bring all the things on the past that say to her, you know what? No, I don't want this relationship anymore. And this has happened to us, guys. Sometimes we go with a client, sometimes we go to someone else and they say no to us and we feel offended because we feel that they say no to me. And it's nothing to do with you. Is with them, is with their fears, is with their relationships, is with whatever. Sometimes even pass with our spouse or our partners, that we want to say something to them and we just say a word and this word exploded. And they are like, whoa, and they start to shout us and telling things of us and everything. And why? It's nothing to do with you. Could be a word, could be the form that we dress, could be many things. So next time, guys, next time that you are with a client, next time that you are with the boss, next time when you have a team, next time when you are with your spouse, with your kids, if they get mad, just ask questions. You can ask, and this is very powerful. You can say, hey, I feel that something bothered you. I feel that you are angry. First ask, what is the feeling, the emotion, okay? And maybe, oh, my dear, I feel that you are angry. No, I'm not angry. Okay, so, but I can feel that you are angry. No, I'm very upset. Ah, you are upset. Why you are upset? And in the minute that the person tells you, I'm upset, or I'm sad, or I'm angry, or I'm disappointed, or I'm whatever is the feeling, on that moment that the person is saying to you, or if you say, I can see that you are angry. Yes, I'm very angry. On that minute, when you are doing consciously, you can be angry anymore. You can't. It's like it's different. It's a value of emotions that they go to be death or to be joy and love and happiness. Okay. So in the minute, let's go to say angry is in the middle. In the minute, or go a little bit down. So in the minute that the people is disappointed or angry or whatever, they will pass to the next level. Okay. So you asking the question, hey, I can see that you are angry. I can see that you are like that. You will put them in another state. And then you can say, well, tell me, can you tell me what you are angry? Well, I am angry because you say this. So ask, because what happened is when the people is angry, they start to shout, we start to shout, we hook, we fight, and then everything is bad. But if you, instead of hook and fight, you ask and say, hey, I can see you are angry. Why you are angry? Yes, I'm angry because all the time I'm telling you that do this, and you still continue doing. Okay, thank you. You know, say thank you, just recognize and say, okay, how can I do to don't feel you like that? Okay, the same with an angry client. If angry client called you and say, hey, Vinod, you know your products is bullshit, and you tell me that you will do this, and it's not working. Thank you, Claudia. I can see that you are angry. Yes, I'm very angry. Thank you. Can you tell me what happened? And in that moment, believe me, I will not shout anymore because he is asking me peaceful. And I say, well, you know, Vinod, so sorry, but yes, you tell me that this is working. Okay, look, I don't know what happened. Let me check it out. But immediately send it to me and I will send you a new product. Or don't worry, I will send you a technician to go and check it out. Don't worry about it. And in that minute, guys, you will take the client again in your pocket. But if I start to shout, you know, and he also start to shout to me, so then we crash, right? But if I have a good experience with him, the chances will be that I will call Ada and I will say, you know, Ada, I have a very good supplier that the other day I very upset and do this, and guess what? He gave to me this, and he was very nice, and I was very surprised. And then it's a completely whole story. Okay, so that's why it's very important to dominate the little voice. Okay, so one of the things that I will give you a couple of things for dominate the little voice. Okay. Number one is every time that you are negative, every time that you are in fear, every time that you feel stuck, every time that you bring something, put your hand like that. So everybody put hand like that. Katja, put your hand like that, everybody. And then, yeah, and you will say, stop, okay? So you will stop your little voice. So every time that you have these bad thoughts or the little voice coming to you, you will be stop, okay? And say, stop. I don't want to hear you. Stop. And take you, like every time that you have something bad, you say, stop, stop, stop. I don't want to listen. Stop. And don't listen to your little voice, guys. Don't allow that he stop you in life, okay? Other thing that is important is celebrate wins. We just celebrate when we have a big medals and trophies or we have a diploma. But guys, we also need to celebrate the small things in life, small things. And not only that, are you ready for this? We need to celebrate the mistakes. Because what happened in the school, they teach us that we can make mistakes. Remember when you raise your hand or someone raised the hand and want to say the answer that the teacher is asking for, and you say something that was not correct, and the teacher, you're silly, you're stupid, you don't study never, and then everybody ha 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 ha, and then you are like, what? You say, well, I would not raise my hand anymore. And what happened? So every time we are fear to say something and everybody judge us. We don't want to be bad. We don't want to be judged. That's why speaking or selling is one of the #1 fears. Why? Because people will judge me. If I speak in front of people, what they will think about me. Okay? So it's really, really important that you know about this. So don't allow that other people judge you. It's okay. People anyway, if you say or you don't say, people will judge you. So it's better that you do it. It's better that you do it, okay? So just do the things, okay? And don't allow that everybody else stops you and your little voice. Other thing as well is mistakes as well in the house. Your mom, no, don't do that, you will broken. Or you put the glass in the correct place and this is smashed. And instead of saying, look, the glass is broken because you don't take care the next time, take care, and you just learn for the lesson, it's like, no, I told you you're stupid, blah, blah. So then it's the second time someone told me I'm stupid. So then I'm growing. I think I'm stupid, okay? So that's why it's really, really important to know that, okay, guys? So one is celebrate wins, celebrate any mistakes that you do in life. The people who don't mind, don't care. Exactly. People that don't mind, don't care. And some people will give you feedback. But once again, guys, you can take the feedback for any person that you think. If it's a teacher, if it's a mentor, of course I will take the feedback. But sometimes our family, our uncle or someone else was very opinionated and he wants to give us an advice, and they don't have a business and they want to give us an advice about business, or they want to give us an advice in something that they don't do. So it's very important to know and open your ears and listen for people that they are successful. Okay, it's really, really important about that. Okay, so is something here that is I mean, have you been learning something so far? Yes, beautiful. Well, I will give you as well what you can do, 5 things why people get stuck in life. Okay, what people get in stuck in life. Reason number 1, because the lack of possibility or perspective. So it's really, really important to set goals. It's really, really important that any vision that we have, we put in a piece of paper. Okay? So when you feel stuck, when you feel that you are not advanced, write it down and say, okay, I will write it down. What is happening? What is my fears? What is my thoughts? What is my emotions? And in the minute that you write it down, and also one thing that I do is I do this. I put in one side is the scenario. Okay. So what I do here is this. This is for today. Where I am today. So this is my today scenario. Okay. So this is the scenario. And then I said, okay, what is the worst scenario? What is the worst things that could happen to me? What is the worst of the worst? Let's say that I'm stuck here in Belgium and I don't have money. What is the worst? That I don't have food? Okay, who can help me if I don't have food? Maybe I call my parents, maybe some of my friends, but I will have food. I don't think I will not have had food. So in the minute that you write all the bad things that happen here, you realize that really your fear is not that big. Okay, it's not that big. And here in the other column, you will put all the positive things that could happen if you do that. Okay, so this is my thought. What happened? What is the worst scenario I can have? And what is the best scenario? And when you do that, your thoughts or your, if you are really overwhelmed, if you are really don't know what to do, this will help you to have more clarity. Okay. So this is very important. To get not stuck is to have a perspective. So this is a perspective, okay? The second thing is checking what is my beliefs, what is the contradicting beliefs, because sometimes we have beliefs that, listen these guys, that beliefs even are not your beliefs. Maybe are your mom beliefs, maybe are your dad beliefs, maybe are your grandmother beliefs, but for some reason, you are thinking about that, okay? The majority of the beliefs that, grown beliefs that we have is about money. About money is a big evil. You need to work hard. The rich people is not good. We have many beliefs about money and about love, about many things, okay? So every time that you have a fear, think about it. If this my belief, if this my fear, or maybe it's my mom's fear, or maybe someone else's fear, okay? Another point, not knowing yourself. If I don't know about myself, I get stuck. I love to do the SWOT analysis, guys. I love to do, I don't know if you know, the SWOT analysis is strengths, opportunities, weakness, and SWOT, and threats, okay? So in strengths, we need to know what is that we are good for, and could be natural strengths, natural abilities, natural skills that we have, or could be that we learn on the past, okay? Opportunities is, okay, I'm not very good on this, but if I'm study, or if I'm learn, or someone teach me, or I get a mentor, I will be better, okay? The weakness is, what is the things that I'm not good at? And know it. And if you are not good at, you don't need to do things. That's why you need to delegate. But what happened, guys, we don't delegate to others. We want to do it, everything ourselves. We want to, no, I can delegate because why? Because we want to do the results in a certain way. But if you don't delegate, if you don't put responsibility in someone else, and you don't trust on someone, especially if you have a team, or if you work with others, you will not be a good leader. You need to delegate. You need to pass this to someone else. So if I'm not good in that, or if I hate to do that, if it's not my passion, or I don't have patience, or I really don't like it, delegate to someone else or pay someone else to do it. It's better that you pay someone to do it and that you do it and lose your time. Because time, guys, is the only thing that we don't get back. Our time is gold. So it's better that you pay to someone else to do it, okay? Lack of clarity and personal vision. One thing is, what is my work, what is my career, everything, but me as a person, what I want to be. Remember the little girl and the big girl? You always need to stop. We never stop to think, okay, what I need to learn now, what I need to do. At the start, this is, so you see, thank you, Hayat. Thank you very much for your comment. So it's very, very important, guys. Very, very important to know yourself. What is my vision? Because sometimes, and I will tell you something, I do goal setting, okay? And I do a goal setting in a way that people realize that what they are doing in life is not what they want. It's because their dad wanted, it's because their mom wanted, it's because someone else wanted, it's because they copy the friend, and they realize what they want, really want. What is their mission? What is their purpose? And this is important, because if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know your mission, if you don't know what you are good at or what you want to give others, that's why you don't have a meaningful life. That's why you don't have a meaningful, you don't have fulfillment. And this is the worst, because I can see people that work hard, that they are all day in the world, but they are not happy. They have all the money in the world and they are not happy. They are super successful in their careers, or super famous, or they super singers, and they are not happy. And why? Because they are not fulfillment. So it's important to have a meaningful, it's good to give others, okay? So personal life, okay? A big stock as well is a secretly serves you. Sometimes we say, you know, I have the fear to do that. For example, selling, okay? Everybody, I mean, I just want to say, how many of you are a salesperson in this room? Raise your hand or put me in the chat. How many of you are? Raise your hand. I want to see hands up. I really want to count. I just count 3 hands, 4 hands in the room. Well, let me say something. Everybody are a salesperson here. Do you know why? Because people think, oh, I will sell a product or service. No way. You also you sell your soul to the devil. Okay, no, we sell ideas every time with our kids. If you don't need this, I will not give you that. With our spouse, please take me to this Italian restaurant, and we are negotiating. Negotiation is equal selling. Okay, so we every day negotiate with our parents, negotiate with our kids, negotiate with our partners, with our friends, with our teachers, with everybody. We constantly are selling our ideas, the things that, the way that we want to do things every time we sell. Okay, so next time that someone sells to you, or you are a salesperson, you will say yes. Okay, everybody are selling. But what happened? Selling a product or service, people don't want to sell, but the under secret thing is not that the people say no, is that people reject to me. This is the real secret. This is the under secret thing. Okay, so the next time that you really feel that something is bother you, or you have a fear, ask yourself, what is my fear? Why I have this fear? And then will come to you the secret fear, okay? Because the secret fear is not that someone say no to me, it's the rejection, it's to feel reject. And this is the real fear, okay? So this is the 5 reasons. I will repeat to you. 5 reasons why people get stuck in life. Number 1, lack of possibility or perspective. Number 2, contradicting beliefs. Number 3, not knowing yourself. Number 4, lack of clarity and personal vision. And number 5, being stuck secretly serves you. So what is the real things inside us? Okay. So what we can do, what is the antidote? I say, what we can do to don't be stuck? Well, very easy. What we need to do is know ourselves, okay? Get more skills, serve others, like really discover what is our purpose, what is our meaning, what is our fulfillment. And guys, one more thing, please, 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 never ever do something that is not according to your values or according to your beliefs. I did something, I love Tony Robbins, so I did an exercise that I feel is lovely, is make your code of conduct. So this means, what is the list of things that you want to live every day? And every day I want to be happy. Every day I want to have fun. Every day I want to learn something. Every day I want to contribute with others. And every day I want to put out of my comfort zone. So the next time that I decide to do something or meet with someone or do a certain activity or whatever, if it doesn't have any of these characteristics, or at least 3 of them, I will not do it, because I will not lose my time with people that they don't want to be with me, or the people that don't want to appreciate my value. I will not be delivering something that doesn't want to appreciate, and all of these things. Okay, so it's very important that you have meaningful things. And another thing as well is feelings, guys. Once again, when you know yourself, you can deal better with your feelings, with your emotions, because emotions is in the minute. When I am obsessed, I start to shout and everything. Why? Because this. Because when our emotions go up, our intelligence goes what? Down, right? When we are super angry and everything, we can think. And we start to shout things to people. And what happened to the people? We sometimes say something bad to them. And at 5 minutes later, we are like, oh my God, I say this to my mom and I don't want to mean it. Or I say this to my husband. And the only thing you do is broken your relationships. Okay? So it's really, yes, I know Mac Atrium as well, and Blair Singer and all of them. So I love all of them. So when emotions go up, intelligence go down. So that's why it's very important to, when our little boys jump, say stop, okay? If we have fear, stop. If we are angry, stop and take some calm to get your intelligence go up again. And we can see it not only with the bad things. Also, I see it, like, for example, I don't know if you remember teams in the American teams that they are celebrating, that they are winning and they will be the champions. And then the other team is very concentrated and at the last minute, boom, do a goal or a point or something. And guess what? The winners are the other team. What happened? The other team that was celebrating and everything was too much in emotions that they forgot the rest of the game, and they lose the concentration, they lose the focus. So one of the important things is have very clear on our goals, very clear of our mission, very clear of what we want, very clear of how to are our feelings. And if you know that certain situations will give you impatience, will give you fear, will give you any of the emotion, this is intelligent emotions. So if you know that certain situation will cause stress, or certain person will give you a headache or whatever, so then don't go there. Then don't go there. Or control yourself. Or be mentalized to be with that person or in that situation. And then you minimize the impact. Okay. So guys, I think I will leave this for here today. But if you learned something, if you are happy with whatever I gave to you, I mean, I wanted to give you as well the success formula for business today, but it's too much information. I prefer that you take this. But if you like it, if you want me, just speak with WhatsApp and I will be very happy to back here and teach you the success formula for business or how to create your code of honor or something like that. Okay. And I would like to give you a tool. Okay. I would like to give you a tool or two tools that maybe will help you with the clarity. Okay. I would like to give you the wheel of life and I will give you the SWOT analysis. Okay. So the wheel of life, this one, maybe some of you know it. You know that if you do the wheel of life, you can see how balanced is your life, okay? And just make adjustments. The wheel of life, I give you a lot of questions that based on the questions, you can do the assessments and will tell you what if you are in balance or not. And also I tell you that do some assessment and some steps, some actions to do. And this other one is the SWOT analysis, okay? The SWOT analysis will help you guys to check what is your strengths, what is your opportunities, what is the things that you should be not doing or delegate, and what is the threats that if you don't change, maybe you can lose opportunities or you can lose your work or maybe you can lose leadership or maybe you can lose something, or it's better that you change it or you leave it, otherwise can ruin your life. Okay, so I'm very, very happy to be here today. I don't know if you have questions.